Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Another Just Crypto After Dark. What is good, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? How we daring? Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I had to think about what day it was. Today is Tuesday. So happy Tuesday to everybody. Hopefully y'all are having a great day. Hopefully y'all had a great weekend. And go Cowboys. Sorry for all my Philadelphia friends out there who enjoy watching Philadelphia Eagles, but cry Eagles cry. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Go Cowboys. Yeah, I mean, go Cowboys. But what is good, everybody? Welcome back. How we doing? How we doing? We're gonna start the show off a little different. A little different. As we all know, the merch is live over at JustAman04.com. You can go check it out. Get your merch on if you want to. And for tonight's stream, for the stream tonight, we are going to run a promo code. We got a promo code for 10% off of the entire order. 10% off. All you got to do is Just Crypto. Super easy. Just Crypto. One word, Just Crypto. Get it in there. You're going to get 10% off on your merch order tonight during the stream. We may do it Thursday night during the stream. Who knows? But for tonight, if you want to get an order in, all you got to do is put in that Just Crypto promo code, and you yourself are going to get 10% off of your entire order. So kind of my little thank you to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are always here. So, but that's how we're gonna start the show off. And I usually jump into crypto first, but I figured we use that first. So yeah, you get 10% off. 10% off at justaman04.com. Check it out. Maybe you want a t-shirt, a hoodie, a hat, something like that. I've actually got a couple of orders in for Christmas time. I got some Christmas presents that I'm giving out, so I got some of those in. They look pretty dang good. I'm waiting on my hat. I got a hat that's coming in. As soon as that comes in, we'll jump in there and you'll be able to see it right here on the stream itself. But I'm excited. Miss Tammy J in the building. How are you doing, ma'am? How you doing? Hopefully you're recovering quickly or fully. Hopefully fully can recover by now, and able to sit upright without having to switch positions all the time. But how you doing, ma'am? How we doing? But yeah, that's kind of where, just so I don't know if you were here, Miss Tammy, you might have just jumped in here, but we got a 10% code, 10% off code for the merch for the live stream. It's going to be good for the live stream. I may let it run a little bit afterwards, but during the live stream, we got Just Crypto. Promo code Just Crypto is going to get you 10% off of your order over on the merch website, which is justaman04.com. So check that out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. But let's take a look over here. Let's jump on to CoinMarketCap, see what's going on in the world of crypto today. Let me refresh it, make sure we got the most accurate information. And so here we go. The overall market is down 1.5%, and we're actually down a little bit since last week. I think we were pushing like 44,000 up to like 45,000 on Bitcoin, and we've seen the greed. I think last week we were at like 81. Let's go check it out. I think we were at like 81 last week, somewhere around there. Yeah, 81. And so we had a little pullback. We're not as greedy. We've actually pulled back to what, 73. So having a little bit of a pullback on the greed factor there, which is it's totally normal. Pretty normal, I think, especially when you see Bitcoin going from like 45,000 down to 41,000. But it is nice to see that Bitcoin is kind of holding that 41,000. So we kind of, I think a lot of it is going to do, I think tomorrow, we may see some action tomorrow afternoon with the FOMC report when we get, I'm trying to think of his name. I completely lost track of what his name is. Not Gary Gensler, but Jerome Powell. So we might have some action tomorrow afternoon, seeing what happens with him. But let's take a look at it. Bitcoin on the day, there we go. And on the week, it's a red week. But like I said, up here around that $44,000 range is where we were last week, and kind of had a little bit of a pullback. But if you look at it, still green on the month. Year is still looking really good. So nothing crazy at all, honestly. So kind of keep it on that weekly there, just so we can kind of see what we've been working with over the last couple of days. We have seen some little bit of a pullback, and so we do know that we got the ETFs that are coming, the approvals that are potentially coming soon, and so we got some news on that a little bit that we'll jump into here in just a few minutes. But I do have a feeling that tomorrow, with all of the core the interest rate, the core interest rates, and all that came out today. And yeah, they were 3.2 last month, and here this month we're at 3.1. So a little bit of a come down, but not a whole lot. And they actually used the core. So core inflation. I'm really interested to hear what Jerome Powell has to say tomorrow. Not so much during his written press release, but during the Q&A, because I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of we're going to have some people, some folks jumping in there asking questions, trying to pry out to see if we are going to get if they're actually going to start bringing down the interest rate, because I think everybody's in agreement that they're not going to raise interest rates anymore. I think we are there. We're at that point. We are at the pause. So now we just got to wait and see if that pause is going to actually turn into a reversal, so where they can start to bring it down. I don't know that they will. I have a feeling that they will keep it right about the same thing that they had, where they don't raise it at all, and we may have a couple of months of that. Maybe moving into like summertime of next year, we might see that rates start to come down a little bit, as they try to work back to that 2% inflation rate, which is what they want inflation to be at. So that is kind of why I do believe we've seen a little bit of a pullback on Bitcoin, especially today and yesterday. So, like I said, we'll have to see what Jerome Powell says tomorrow with the with the FOMC meeting, when he does his presentation, when he does his meeting in the Q&A afterwards. So we'll check it out. We'll have to see what happens. But I do think that they will not be raising interest rates anymore. That's just my personal opinion. So before we go any further, if y'all haven't already, smack that like button. Definitely appreciate y'all for doing that. And if you're over on Twitter, I point over here because it's on my side screen, so I'm going to look at over there, but I'm talking to you, Twitter, or X, or Elon's Playground, whatever you want to call it. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Hit that retweet button. Hit that retweet button if you do that for me. And again, if you're watching over on X, 10% code on all merch today during the live stream. JustCrypto, one word. That will get you 10% off all merch in the store today. So congratulations and thank you. Kind of a little thank you from me. So during the stream tonight, 10% off discount code JustCrypto. And I'm probably going to say that a lot, or try to say that a lot. I'm not very good at saying things like that. But anyways, 10% off. JustCrypto is the code over at JustAman04.com for the merch. If you're interested in that kind of thing, get you a hat, a hoodie, shirt, a coffee mug, a tumbler, a backpack. You know what? We can actually do this right here. Let's just pull it up so y'all can see exactly what all we got on the website, because it is absolutely fire. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got all different kinds of colors too. We got reds, we got yellows, we got purples, blues, whites, red, yellow, black, whatever, however that song goes. We got hoodies, tank tops, or tanks. We got long sleeve shirts. We got crop top shirts for the ladies. We even got onesies on there. So if you got a toddler or a child, you can get you a onesie, beanies, some stickers. We got a little mouse pad, pretty solid little mouse pad. I can't lie. We do have the nice tumblers in black and white, and then you got the coffee mugs in. I actually could go. I probably should have brought the coffee mugs up here with me. I could have done that at least. But my favorite, the backpack. My favorite is the backpack. It's pretty sick looking. But JustAman.com, JustAman04.com will get you in there, and that'll take you to it. And all you got to do is that checkout, put in the code for JustCrypto, and that'll get you 10% off on your purchase for today. So again, I'm going to be done with the commercial for a minute. We'll try to remember that to do that here later on. But yeah, So let's get back into crypto and talk about what's going on. We talked about Bitcoin a little bit, how we've seen it down a little bit, 6% on the week. Not terrible. Not terrible. We're still above 40,000 and we're still above 41,000. So holding on strong and kind of maintaining, which is really nice to see. And then you got Ethereum over here as well. It's had a rough week as well. As we know, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market is going to follow. So Ethereum is down 4.6%, but still holding on strong to that 2100 range, almost 20. It's actually the high upper 2100s, almost 2200. So we zoom out for the week. We're down a little bit, but we had a nice week last week. Last week we had a nice week where we got up there to the 23, 24 almost. When we zoom out and look at the month, we're still up on the month, about 5.5, a little almost 6% on the month. So, and then you zoom out for the year, 70, almost 75%, basically 75% on the year. So, not too bad at all. But like I said, we all know that where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market is going to go, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Who knows that song? I feel like that was an old school. But you got BNB, who is still up 8% on the week, and as we know, having a nice day with some pretty big ups and downs there actually for BNB. I think for me, it looks like it's a lot of ups and downs. Normally, you don't see that many ups and downs, but I told you that I think that BNB is going to have a slower go at it, and it could be a steady, slow increase. But I do think that BNB, after having being in the news so much the last couple of months, whether it be CZ or Binance USA, it's had a cloud over its head. But now the cloud is gone, and so or we think it's gone anyways. So it should be able to continue to move up and have a solid bull run when the markets do flip back to this way. And let me mute my phone because it's going to go off, because it never goes off unless I'm in a stream. But BNB having a nice week, as of course we've been kind of following that one as well. XRP down 1%. Solana up on the week, down on the day 5%, but still up 6.5%. So not too bad. Avalanche did flip Dogecoin for just a little while. It looks like they've actually flipped back, but Avalanche on the week is up 34%, as well as Cardano up 34%, which is really nice to see. Having a little bit of a pullback for Avalanche today, back to the $35 range. But if we look at here, that week is real nice looking. That week is real nice looking. So if you got in on Avalanche, you're probably sitting pretty. You're probably sitting pretty, for sure. And I just saw the dude jump in here. I got to take a minute right here. Crypto Clip Shane, it is his birthday, y'all. It's Crypto Clip Shane's birthday. I think he turns 27 today, or something like that. But I want to definitely give you a shout out. So I'm going to pause the show real quick. And I want to say, brother, happy birthday. I hope you have had a great day, and I hope you have a blessed year, and I hope you have a blessed lot more years. And I'm excited to see where things go. So thankful for your friendship, and kind of your friendship and your partnership, and kind of doing this crazy crypto thing kind of together. Like all of the hooking me up with all of my cool intros and outros and graphics and all that kind of stuff, brother. I definitely appreciate you, and hope that you have had a great birthday, and I hope you have many more. Yes, 27, 27, something like that, absolutely. So Miss Tammy J said just ordered. Hey, that's what's up. And just for today, Shane, I'm going to do something for you for your birthday. I'm going to give you 10% off your order over at the merch store. 10% off, just crypto. That's the code you're going to put in. Put in just crypto. You're going to get 10% off your entire order, just like that. Oh, that's funny. But yes, happy birthday to Crypto Clip Shane. And real quick, we're actually gonna showcase some of Crypto Clip Shane as we take a 10-second pause for station identification. Actually, Shan, I'm gonna send you. I'll send you a birthday gift from the merch store. So don't worry about that. I'll get you. I'm gonna get you hooked up on your birthday. I'm gonna send you a shirt. What do you want? A shirt, a hat. You live in Florida, so you probably don't need a hoodie unless you want a hoodie. I'll send you one. But we'll talk about that offline. Let me know, and we'll get you taken care of. So, but again, happy birthday, brother. Hope you've had a great one. Hopefully, you've had a great one. It's been a lot. We've been doing this for 2 years, brother. It's wild to think, but we've been doing this for 2 years. And I've actually got to meet you a couple of times. Once in Vegas, which was fun. Suavemente, which is a story that only me and you know. And of course over in London as well. Got to meet you and your lovely wife and had a blast over there. It was a lot of fun. So, but like I said, happy birthday. If you're over on Twitter or X and you haven't already said happy birthday to Crypto Clip Shane, tweet him out. Get over on his profile. Let the man know happy birthday because it is his birthday, and he does like a lot of the graphics, especially for GroveX. And basically over the last 2 years, if you've seen something from GroveX or a lot of the other projects, it was probably him. It was probably him for sure. So, but let's jump back into it. We were talking about Avalanche. Avalanche having one heck of a week, and the month is really nice as well, up 82% on the month. And on the week, 33%, and that's with, it's 30. We're going to call it 34% on the week, and that's with being down 13% on the day. So it actually got all the way up to like $42, almost $43, $42.75. And so it's having a little bit of a pullback, which again, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the world goes with it. So as we know, the rest of the world is going to go with it. So with Bitcoin being down, we're going to see a little bit of a down with a lot of projects. But the fact that it's still up, Cardano and Avalanche are still up in the 30% on the week is nice. Polkadot's up 15.5% on the week, 1.29% on the day. And so here's where we're going to see probably some of that red. With Bitcoin being red, the rest of the market, we're probably going to see a little bit of red. And that's what we're seeing, especially in the top 20 here, with other projects down a little bit. You got some projects down more than others. Chainlink's down 10, Ton is down, 14%, but then you got SHIB down 1%, Litecoin down 2.46%, Bitcoin Cash is down almost 10%, 9.11%. But there's still some green out there. Still some green. You got Cosmo, you got Atom up there, 13%, 12% on the day. So doing well. And you got Immutable 45% up on the week. That's a good week. That is a good week. So it's sprinkled in there. It's sprinkled in there. I think what we're seeing is some of these projects that are still have been around and are growing and building and doing things during the bear market, kind of eating a little bit of this dip. Like VeChain up 8% on the day, 20% up on the week. Injective Engine 46% up on the week. Optimism 23% up on the week. So we still got some green in there. Not just completely red. It's very Christmassy. Lots of reds, lots of greens. But like we all know, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market is going to follow. And that's just the way it is for now. And that may change. Who knows? Later on down the road, that may change. But for now, where Bitcoin goes, the rest of the market is going to follow. And so just kind of the way it is. And we know that. So when we see Bitcoin down, 5-10%, we know that the rest of the market's probably down a little bit as well. Not a big shocker there. And like I said, I think with tomorrow, depending on how Jerome Powell comes across, if he comes across, dovish or hawkish, if he's, not really, he's going to try to stay even keel as much as he can. But every once in a while, you can read him and he sounds pretty optimistic about something, or sometimes it sounds pessimistic about things. So tomorrow during the FOMC meeting, when we go through his speech and then we get into that Q&A, we're going to be able to tell a little bit more. And I have a feeling that the markets may react a little bit with that. And that could be positive. We could see Bitcoin go back up to 44,000, or we could see Bitcoin kind of come back down a little bit. Um, but if you've been around here for any point in time, I've been saying it. I have a feeling that the markets, we had a nice little run there, nice little, I don't want to call it a pump, but pump always, it makes you think it's going to dump afterwards. But we've had a nice little run up over the last month and a half, maybe even 2 months. Last few weeks, we've had a nice little run. So we're due for a little pullback let's come back down to a little bit of reality. And we're not just going to go crazy and go up. And I still don't think the bull run is here. So this could be maybe the beginning of that pullback. But then again, tomorrow could change that. Maybe, just maybe. And then we also got those ETFs, which I'm hearing a lot of, next year, January still potentially, or March potentially. And again, even March, it could not happen in March. They have until March to go across with the applications that they've had. So it's still not. They could still deny it in March, and if that happens, I have a feeling we're going to get some downward pressure. But that doesn't mean that they can't reapply, and we can start that whole process over again. I just want that to be out there because I don't know that will happen, but it is a possibility. So I'm not sure if it'll happen, but it is a possibility. So I think that 240 days is like March 18th, 19th, somewhere around that range. So they have options. There is options there for that, whether it goes through or not. But we have seen, BlackRock is continuously amending their application, making updates to try to appease the SEC. And that's kind of where I want to start tonight when it comes to news. I don't have very many news stories to get into, but I do want to start there with BlackRock as we jump in here. As we know, I always like CoinDesk. Pretty solid little place there. But the headline here is, make sure I'm not muted because there's a video on this page. Okay, good. We're good. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to do that. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETFs now invite participation from Wall Street banks. So a change to the structure of proposed spot Bitcoin ETFs would enable authorized participants to create new shares in the fund with cash rather than only with cryptocurrency, essentially opening the door to banks who cannot hold crypto directly. Now we're going to read into that here in a little bit, but basically what this means is that they have now they've changed it. They've changed the structure a little bit to where now kind of almost like a little bit of a loophole for the banks, because banks, a lot of the banks can't actually hold cryptocurrency. They can't actually buy and hold Bitcoin. But what this does is allows them to be able to jump into a fund with cash, with fiat, and hold kind of that cash. They kind of hold it with Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency, kind of giving it a little bit of a not necessarily a loophole, but a loophole, because as of right now, banks can't hold Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies. So I always got to make sure. So we'll kind of read a little bit more. A change in the mechanics of the BlackRock's proposed spot Bitcoin ETF opens the door for Wall Street banks, which faced restrictions holding cryptocurrencies to play a key role. BlackRock recently made it so authorized participants, a vital part of the ETF ecosystem, will be able to create new fund shares with cash rather than with only cryptocurrency. As highly regulated banks are unable to hold Bitcoin themselves, this this sets up this setup would enable the likes of J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs firms with some of the largest balance sheets in the world to act as APs, authorized participants, as we saw up here. Authorized participants, APs, right there. Boom. I had to do this earlier because I was like, "What's an AP?" Authorized participant uh, to BlackRock's ETFs. Whether they want to is another matter. And I think they put this in quotations here, this little parentheses here, because we saw last week how JP Morgan, the CEO of JP Morgan, was like, if it was up to me, I just shut it all down. I have a feeling that now that BlackRock is going to allow them to have cash options, um, that cash fund instead of a crypto fund. What do y'all think the chances of JP Morgan having a little bit of Bitcoin on the balance sheet in the as an authorized participant in the BlackRock ETFs? Said last week. It's funny how sometimes they say, "Oh, get rid of it," and the next thing you know, they're big fans of it. And this could be something that allows them to become big fans of it. You know what I mean? It could allow big banks like J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs. It allows their firm uh, to jump in because, and like it says, some of the largest balance sheets in the world to act as authorized participants to BlackRock's ETFs. Now that just opens the door for a whole lot of money. We've already been talking about a lot of money coming in with these ETFs, with these asset managers. I don't know if y'all see that. Y'all saw that mosquito flying around. I'm going to get that mosquito before it gets me. I can tell you that much. Um, but now we're talking about how we can get into the banks and tap into that whole ecosystem as well. That could be pretty. That could be a hefty amount of money coming in through that. So we'll have to see how that plays out. We're all hopeful. We're all excited. We're all thinking that the ETFs will get approved. But if for some reason they aren't, I have a feeling that the applications will be redone and we'll go through this whole process again. And who knows? Who knows? It is an election year. These people may not even be in office this time next year. I guess in 2025. Right? Yeah, 2024 is the election. So January, it'll kick off. But crypto, what's good, man? What's up, Corey Ward? What up? What up? What up, people? What's good, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing? Shane, what's up? Well, yeah, sir. How you been, man? How you been, man? How you been? So that's kind of the big story that I saw. Kind of the main headline over on CoinDesk is the fact that um, I saw a comment. I lost my train of thought. Um, is those ETFs, potentially allowing the banks to jump in there as well using cash, and not just having cryptocurrency to jump in there with it. So potentially that could be a big time thing for the ETFs, which means it's a big time thing for crypto with that ETF being approved when it is approved and if it is approved. So I can't wait till my staking is done so I can move my growth. There you go. Where are you moving it to? You can move it over to that wallet we're going to get into here in just a little bit. You can move it over there and move it on the dashboard. I can't tell you what to do with yours, but I know what I'm doing with mine. That'll be locking it up. Just going to stake it again. But like I would say, not financial advice. Do what you want to do. It is yours. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'll be utilizing the Growth Keeper, which we'll get into here in just a little bit. I'm actually going to cue that tweet up because our main man did give us a little bit of an update. Give us a little bit of an update that we'll get into. You know what? Let's just get into it. I feel like we got news. That's some big news. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So, John G put it out there just the other day. I do believe this tweet came out December 11th at 3 p.m. So yesterday afternoon, this actually came out. I was actually on the golf course when this actually happened. But Growth Keeper is set to launch on December 18th, 2023. Offers to a promising solution for individuals involved in blockchain and smart chain contracts below some of the key factors. So we'll get into the kind of the things that we got coming with it. But December 18th is the big day. December 18th is going to be the big day. So yeah, and that's going to be for not only Android because they originally came out that it was going to be Android, but we got another tweet a little later. Was that like 6 hours later saying that iOS is expected to be released on the same day, but it's still not 100% confirmed. Stay tuned for further updates. So we do know that Android's going to get it on the 18th, and then hoping and hoping and hoping that on the 19th, on the 18th, iOS goes live as well. That way we have both of them. So that would be very, very solid there. I would hate for y'all to have to get rid of your iPhones for the superior phone, which is an Android. But just kidding. Not really. But it is really exciting news about we've been kind of waiting for this for a while. And now here it is, December 18th, before Christmas, a week before Christmas. We're going to get it. So very excited about that. When it is up, when was the first day of the dashboard? When was the first day the dashboard went live? I believe it was like January 11th, 10th or 11th or something like that. Somewhere around that time frame. I'm not 100% sure. Shane might actually know better than me. But before the pools end, we'll have full breakdown of what you got to do and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if we get if we have an AMA with John G coming up soon, just because this is a pretty big drop. That's not confirmed. I'm just speculating there, assuming. So don't let the assuming. That's when 18th is when you get back from Vegas. Hey, that's what's up. Hopefully you win some money in Vegas and you come back to a Grove Keeper wallet that you can put it all into. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Clap hands. For sure. Apple has said it will, but will not promise. So knowing Apple, I'm not holding my breath. I'm an Android guy, so I don't know. I don't know much about the Apple side. I believe it's the 17th when staking went live. Okay. Well, I thought it was early. I thought it was earlier than that. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I could be 100% completely wrong. So I mean, I could be 100% completely wrong on that. But for some reason, I thought it was like the 11th or the 12th. You know what? Let's go pull up a calendar, see what we can find here. Let's see what we can find here. Let's go January 23. Okay, so the 10th was I thought it was a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I thought it happened during a space. And at that point in time, I think we were going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So the 10th, 11th, or the 17th, one of those days. One of those days, because I don't remember. I really don't. I really don't remember. That'd be nice. Yes, absolutely. My mom passed away in August. Her birthday is December 18th. Man, that's awesome. It's like a birthday gift from above. Maybe she was like, you know what? Tammy J needs her Grove Keeper wallet today. That'll be the day. Very, very cool. It's those little signs. It's those little signs that hit the feels a little bit. I love it. Well, at least I'll have control again of my Grove soon. Absolutely. And here's like I tell people all the time, for me, like I'd never like I personally, I'm not locking up 100% because what if we go on what if we like during this, if I lock it up for a year and then we go on this crazy run and hypothetical, Grove goes to $25. Hypothetical, it goes $10. maybe there's some profit points that I have myself have already created. Like I want to take some profit here. I want to take some profit at this level. So it's going to be one of those where the majority of my growth will be staked long term because, like I've said many times before, growth for me is a long term play, and it will be something that I hold for a long time. So I'm going to utilize the passive income and stake it for a long time. That way I can earn more uh, while I sleep. But I will have a portion of that bag, maybe staked in like a shorter lock period time, or even not even staked at all, and just keep a small bag in my bag, and the rest of it spread out between different staking pools. But again, not financial advice. It really is up to each and every one of y'all, and how you want to do it. Whichever way seems the best for you, do that. Do that. But always leaving yourself a little bit in the bag, in the wallet, in case I call it a rainy day fund, to where, like, if I get a flat tire and I need some quick cash, there you go, or something like that. Timmy J, it's not easy when you lose your mom. I still think of mine every day. Yeah, I feel lucky that I still have mine. Most definitely. I staked it all. I mean, I staked all of it. I staked all of mine, but I also had, like, kind of like Crypto Clip Shane said a while ago, or just here. I had multiple different pools. I didn't have it all in the 100 and the 365. I didn't do that one 100%. Um, but like 100% of what was staked, in like three different pools. I think I had like the 60-day, 90-day, or the 90, 180, and like, so for like 3 months, 6 months, and a year. I think it's kind of where I was at. And then again, once it became unlocked, I just left it in there. So, uh, I did it all because I wanted to take a break from crypto, and it seems like it worked. There you go. There you go. I know. I think I put. Well, I tell you, I don't have a lot. I'm not no mega whale. I'm not even a whale at all. Um, so, but I think I've probably. I mean, I probably doubled my bag between all of them, somewhere around that. I just said YOLO everything for a year. Hey, sometimes there was a good year to YOLO. It was a good year to take off and chill and relax because nothing was really happening. Nothing was really happening at all. So outside of dollar cost averaging and buying some of those dips, it really, like, I didn't do a whole lot of buying this year. I did a lot of hanging out, YouTubing, and I really didn't buy a lot. I didn't even jump into a whole lot of meme plays. Those extremely risky plays. I really haven't even jumped into many of those either. So 2023 was one of those years that, like, it was weird. It was a weird year for sure. But I have a feeling in 2024 that is going to be it's going to be a different story. It's going to be a different story in 2024. I think it's going to be a good year. I think we're going to see the beginning of a bull run at some point in time. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I think beginning of quarter two, going into summertime, could be some good times. We could see some things happen then. I honestly been buying SHIB throughout the year, just stocking up. There you go. There you go. You had a game plan, and you made it happen this year. I have some in my wallet, and bigger part of it is staked. I love getting free coins. Absolutely, especially on that BNB side. Especially on that BNB side. Because it was really nice to pay 11, 10, 11, 12, 13 cents to compound. Ethereum side, I think I looked at it the other day and I had like $40 worth, and the gas fee was like $19. I was like, we'll let that ride for a minute, and maybe catch them when the gas fees are a little cheaper. But yeah, the BNB side on that is crazy, crazy how cheap that is, and it's even cheaper on the Growth network, which is crazy because BNB is super cheap, pennies, and the Grove network is going to be like less than pennies, which is wild. Wild to think that you're going to have less than pennies on there. So just want to make sure I don't have any comments over here on X real quick. Checking it. Yeah, no comments yet. No comments yet. We watching it. We got it on there. We watching it. But yeah, Koi Ward. I don't know if you've been around, uh, or have seen or have heard, but JustAman04.com. It's a pretty cool website that if you go to, will actually take you to, for the first time in 2 years. It's a little late. I should have done it a long time ago, but it will officially take you to the merch website because JustAman04 finally has a merch website. So you can officially get yourself some gear with the logo on there. That Just Crypto After Dark. We got shirts, hats, hoodies, tanks, long sleeves, crop top hoodies. Even if you got a little one, if you got a little toddler, maybe we can get one of these for Cuff because he's got 17 kids. Get you a little toddler one. But we got beanies, we got stickers, we got mouse pads, we got tumblers, coffee mugs, and we got a sick backpack. I love this backpack. I know I talk about it all the time, but I really do love this backpack. It's pretty solid looking. Pretty solid looking backpack. And also, just for tonight on the stream, we got a discount code. It's going to get you 10% off your entire order when you use Just Crypto. Just Crypto. I'm actually going to put it in here. Promo code Just Crypto. Boom. And let me see if I can pull it up over here. I need to pull it up over here on YouTube, and I'll actually pin that message to the top. So we got it. I can figure out how to. Maybe. So different than my Google. I'm so used to Google. Google. Let's go to my channel here and let me get it going so I can pin that pin message. Now it is pinned. So okay, we got it on there. We got it on there. But we got a little promo code for tonight for the merch during the stream today. If you're interested or you want to, you've been thinking about it, you didn't know about it, or you like a good 10% discount. Just Crypto will get you in the door for a 10% discount on the entire merch website. So if you haven't already, check it out. All you got to do is go to justaman04.com and it will take you straight to our merch website. Pretty solid. I feel like I'm doing big boy things now. I feel like I'm doing big boy things I probably should have done 2 years ago because it was super easy to set up. I just didn't know how easy it was to set it up. Shout out to the homie DJ. Little Tyke in the building. What is good, my man? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yes, 10 cents to compound. It really is amazing. 10 cents to compound is amazing. Now the Ethereum, where it's like a little bit more, I'm actually going to check it out right now. Let's see how much it costs right now to compound over on the Ethereum network. Okay, I'm already on the Ethereum network there. Boom, boom. Staking pools. EVM is already on Ethereum. See here. So we got what? We got $30 worth. It's compounded. That compound is $19.71. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till maybe after midnight tonight. We'll check it again, see what happens. But for now, we are going to we're just gonna let that accumulate. It's got to be at least like 3 to 4 times. Like if it was 50, $60 and it was like $15, I'd probably pull the trigger. But with it being, $20 and I got $30 in there, I just can't justify spending $20 worth of ETH to compound $30 worth of growth. And $30 worth of anything, it really don't matter. But some folks got it. Some folks got it like that. I don't. But yeah. So let's see. Did I have any other? I just compounded over 1,800, and it cost me $12 on the ETH side. First off, you compounded over 1,800. Dang, big baller. Dang, big baller. Can I borrow some growth? Just playing. I'm just playing. But no, I mean that's it. It depends on how busy the network is in your area. That's why I said I'll wait. I'll wait till later on, like after midnight, maybe around 1 or 2 in the morning. It's usually a lot cheaper than what it is during the middle of the day, especially like right now. Right now it's 6:20 in California, so you got people jumping off, getting off work, getting home, checking stuff like that. Network's a little busier. It happens. So it's just like traffic, in your car. If you're on, you know, you can leave during prime traffic times, or you can wait until traffic's a little slower and jump in there. I'm gonna wait until the traffic's a little slower, and then we'll jump in. But yeah, it's crazy how different the chains are. Like the Ethereum network is, for me, it was $19, $12 for Little Tyke. But the BNB side is like pennies, literal pennies. And then on the Grove side, the Grove network, it's even cheaper than that, which is wild. I don't know if I saw this, but I want to make sure I put it up there. I have some of my wallet, and a bigger part is staked. Uh, yeah, I love getting free coins. I remember that. Free coins is always the best. The best. I agree. I 100% agree. Anytime that I can make more money without having to do anything, that's always a good time to me. Always a good time to me. So, but let's take a quick dive over here on CoinDesk before we kind of jump into hanging out. Let's see what else they got over on the live wire. Anything exciting going on? Talking about the Avalanche flipping Doge. We kind of talked about that. Donald Trump's got a new NFT project out with his mugshot, official mugshot NFT. Huh. All right. I do want to kind of talk about this one here, with the Elizabeth Warren, with her bill that she is proposing. I hate this massive. Thank you. Um, this to me, I kind of read a little bit about it, and it's wild how much some people are. I don't know if they're scared of Bitcoin or if she just is making so much money from the big banks. Um, I don't know. I don't know. But this one here, she has her own crypto bill, which is Warren's crypto bill is likely unconstitutional, and also unlikely to pass. I love the fact that they put that as the headline. So Democratic lawmakers signed on to the sponsor the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. The bill is bad for crypto in the United States, uh, even if it gets through Congress. Um, so yeah, But Elizabeth Warren is trying to force feed the American people a poison pill. The high profile legislator, known today as much for her disdain for cryptocurrency as for big banks, has submitted a bill for consideration looking to crack down on crypto's alleged use in illicit finance. Um, it's wild to me. They take the most extreme handful of cases in the entire crypto sphere and try to manipulate that's what it's all for. But instead, if we just get a little bit of regulation, it would all go away. So, but we did have a couple of other uh, colleagues, as it says here, of Warren, kind of co-sign onto that as well. And I have a feeling they're all Democrats. Let's see here. Yeah, Democrat from Georgia, Democrat from California, Democrat from Maryland. So yeah, and they're all on the banking committee with her as well. So on Monday, Democratic lawmakers joined to co-sponsor the so-called Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. If passed, the law would extend Bank Security Act requirements, including Know Your Customer (KYC) rules to miners, validators, wallet providers, and other crypto industry actors. So that said, Warren's bill is, as it exists, is unlikely to pass for many of the same reasons. U.S. governance is often hamstrung: partisan politics, infighting, and gridlock. So it's just something that we need to be known about. We kind of need to keep an eye on this, make sure that we know about it, we're reading about it, we know about it. Um, I don't know that it will go through. It and like I said in the article, even right there, it seems to be a little unconstitutional and unlikely to happen. So, uh, it's I think we all agree that we do need regulation. We need some type of set rules and regulations that need to happen. I know that, or at least I feel like the Wild Wild West, while it was profitable for those who got in early, was dangerous and sketchy and scary. And we need a little bit of regulation. We need a common understanding of those laws and regulations, those rules of what we can and can't do. And it needs to be not gray. It needs to be black and white. Um, and it needs to be we need to be able to crypto businesses in the states, they need to be able to understand what they're doing instead of just on this merry-go-round of one day it's a security, one day it's a commodity. Are we what we're doing, is it allowed, is it not allowed? We need some basic understanding of what we can and cannot do, and what crypto businesses can and cannot do. So I think we need that. But some of it is a little extreme. And even my microphone cuts out when I start talking politics. So like we're not going to get into like what side of the aisle we're on or anything like that. Um, just because I don't know enough about politics yet to really get into that kind of conversation, because I don't want to sound like an idiot, and I have a feeling that I would sound like an idiot. Now, do I have one way that I go more than the other? Yes, yes, I do. But to each their own. And everybody who's of age to vote is totally has the ability to vote however they want to vote. So, what's amazing is how bold they are now. Uh, it's amazing is how bold they are now trying to control people. They need to also realize crypto is very popular with the younger generations. Absolutely, absolutely. And to that point, we actually had Coinbase kind of sponsored an event not too long ago, where three of the presidential candidates, both sides of the aisle, I think there was a couple of Republicans and a Democrat, um, who all went to this event and all spoke on cryptocurrency, and they all kind of said the same thing: we need regulation. We need some type of regulation, some way, somehow. Um, and so I think we are on the right track for that. I think we are on the right track for that. And I'm actually gonna here's that article right here. U.S. presidential candidates chat about crypto, target federal regulators. So, three aspiring presidents touched on many of the same pro crypto points at Coinbase like linked crypto event. Uh, so, and let's see, I think it gives us the trio, the two Republicans, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy and former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, and Democratic Representative Dean Phillips, promised to ease regulatory pressures on crypto companies during the hours long event hosted by Coinbase-backed Stand with Crypto Alliance. While their approaches varied in tone and scope, they shared the common theme: creating a clear, cohesive regulatory framework for digital assets. I agree. That's what we need right there. That's what we need right there. Whether or not something is a commodity or a security, businesses deserve to know rather than playing regulatory musical chairs, Ramaswamy said after calling regulatory overreach on crypto sector a cancer. So I it's one of those things where crypto's not going anywhere when it becomes a topic for presidential candidates to jump in on, because I think, like you said, how popular crypto is with the younger generation. If you have a presidential candidate who's crypto friendly and on the side of crypto, there's a chance that you may pick up a couple of votes. Like, that's number one. Like, that's the end goal for these candidates, is to become president. And so we know that game. So they could be tapping into potentially getting some votes swung their way. But it's also let you know that crypto's here to stay. Crypto's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So, and in my personal opinion, one of those names I read, I really do enjoy. Wouldn't mind seeing. We're not going to get into my personal opinion on who I would like to see voted in, because that's only my opinion, and I'm not trying to uh, push my opinions onto y'all. So, but yeah. So that's kind of the last topic I had for really when it comes to news. We did have a couple of presidential candidates that all agreed, which is rare, um, that we do need some type of regulation. We need some crystal clear, with black and white. Yes, you can do this. No, you can't do that. None of this in the middle. Well, it's kind of gray. We need that regulation. So, but like I said, that is kind of all I have for the news chat, which went longer than normal. Normally, I'm right around that 30 to 45 minute range, and today we went into it for about an hour. So, getting it in there. A lot of talk about the website, though. A lot of talk about that merch and that 10% discount if you use code JustCrypto. Boom, right there. JustAman.com, JustAman04.com, promo code JustCrypto. 10% discount. 10% discount. I don't know if it'll let me put a link in my own chat, maybe. Let's see if it lets me put it in there. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it did, but I put it in there. I put it in there. Let's see what happens. Now I gotta go check YouTube.com. Just because I'm curious if it did put the link in there or not. It didn't. It just tagged me JustAman04. Oh well. Yeah, y'all know what to do with it. Y'all know what to do with it. And I actually see Miss Tammy J. She says she got one in there. She got an order in there. Beautiful. And I actually see that right there. Beautiful. You use the discount. Yeah, actually, I have it pulled up on my phone right in front of me, so I actually can see, and I see that you use the discount code. Solid. I'm glad that you were able to do that. I'm glad that we were able to do that. And we'll probably do that more often. I don't know how often we'll do it, but we'll definitely do that every once in a while. Maybe just throw in a little discount code and stuff like that. Stuff like that. But I do appreciate you, Miss Tammy, picking you up. I think you would just say you got a hoodie. Yeah, picked you up a hoodie, and I do believe you should have that. You should have that before Christmas. You should have that before Christmas. I'm not going to guarantee it, but you should have that before Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. So very solid, very solid there. And again, all you got to do, justaman04.com, promo code JustCrypto. When you go to checkout, you're going to get 10% off your order. So perfect time because it's winter time. It's getting chilly, getting cool. It's 54 degrees here, and I'm sitting in my house with the hoodie. And it's really just because I have my cowboy hoodie on, because the Cowboys destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday night, which I loved every single minute of it. So, but yeah, very cool. Glad you were able to do that, and glad you were able to get 10% off on that order as well. Very solid, very very solid. I feel like I need to come up with another design. I feel like I need to come up with another design. Maybe I'll work on that later. Maybe I'll work on that later. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, man, I feel like there was a lot. We did a lot of news talking, a lot of we had not a lot of updates. We did talk about the Grove Keeper and the wallet coming out on the 18th, which is solid. But I feel like we'll probably have way more updates, way more Grove updates, full updates tomorrow over on our Grove Live weekly space that me and Mac will be doing. So who knows? We may run a little. I probably won't mention my merch tomorrow just because I don't want to take away from the Grove. But at the same time, nah, I probably won't. I'll save it for Thursday. Maybe Thursday we'll do it again and do another little discount. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. Maybe we can do. Can I do a giveaway? Ooh, I can do a giveaway. Let's see what happens here. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that for Christmas. We'll do that for Christmas. We'll as we get closer to Christmas, we'll do a little giveaway or something. Who knows? I'm still learning all the cool things I can do on this site. So much more than just the merch that I have on there. It's crazy how much they have. But yeah, what else y'all got? What y'all got for me? How was y'all's weekend? Anybody have a good weekend? Anybody do anything crazy? Anybody do anything fun, exciting, anything new out there? Are y'all do y'all go out and look at Christmas lights? I know it's that used to be a big thing for our family. Then we all got old, and it's Christmas lights. There is the Texas Motor Speedway has a pretty like it's like over 1,000,000 lights that you drive through. It's pretty solid. $20 for the entire vehicle, and that doesn't. You can have like you can have a chartered bus, and it's $20. It's $20 for the vehicle. It doesn't matter how many people you get in there. Pretty solid as well. On, off, or is that a no? Oh man. I mean, even this year, like I didn't put a whole lot of decorations up. Like I toned it down. We're going to my sister's house, so like not a lot of folks are coming here in town. So like I just didn't we scaled down the house, so we don't have to worry about it. Speaking of, when is Christmas? So we probably will be the week of Christmas, which is a Monday. That Tuesday, I don't know. I might be back in town that Tuesday, but the 28th we should be good to go. One of our city parks has a lot of Christmas lights. Oh, very cool, very cool. I know a lot of places do have that. My mic's muted. Let's do that. I'll show you the little video here. This is Texas Motor Speedway one. $2,000,000 lights. It's pretty solid. That was probably the worst video I could have played to show you an example of, but you got the gist. That was also a 20-second one. The other ones are like 15, 20 minutes long. But those are always cool. Those are kind of cool. That kind of stuff right there is pretty solid to me. Our Christmas gift from work is a whole week of Christmas off paid. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I don't get paid unless I'm here. But yeah, no, that's cool. That is a very solid Christmas gift right there from the work. Very cool. A week off of Christmas, very nice. And it's paid. Heck yeah. That paid time off PTO. Very, very nice. Reminds me of PYT, Pretty Young Thing, Michael Jackson. But it's PTO, paid time off from the boss. But no, that's very cool. Very nice that they do that for you, because I know a lot of companies do not do that. They'll give you the week off, but not paid. So very, very cool. Very cool. What else y'all got, chat? I feel like I'm running. I don't have much else to talk about. I've been we spend a lot of time talking about the news and updates and things like that. And I know we got our Grove Live update, our weekly Grove Live space tomorrow night, where we'll break things down way more, especially on the Grove side. Um, so what y'all got for me? What you got? Y'all let me know. Twitter, what y'all got? Y'all got anything for me over on Twitter? Any comment? Make sure I haven't missed any comments from Twitter on the Twitter side. I have not. I have not. But again, I'll probably leave that link up for a little while. So like if you even when we close the stream down, that offer may still stand for maybe an hour or so. We'll put it out there, see what happens. We'll put it out there. It's even good over there on Twitter if you're watching on Twitter. I see a couple of y'all over on Twitter. So if you are interested in getting you some JustAman merch, some Just Crypto After Dark, you got a promo code. You can put it right there for 10% off. 10% off. I probably should have put that as a scrolling thing. And put that as a banner. I'm gonna create a banner. That way it just rolls at the bottom. Boom! Look at that right there. Look at that right there. I'm actually gonna edit that because I don't know if I want blue. How do I change? How do I change it? How do I change it? How do I change? I want maybe a different color. Maybe this is what I need to do here. Go here. Go here. Ooh, that's purple. Just I feel like I need some color. I'm trying to find a good color that kind of matches the. That works. That works. Probably should have had that up the whole time. Probably should have had that up the whole time. After I bought the hoodie, it says share on Twitter. Should it say X? Does it say Twitter on there? That is so. I have it tag us on X for a chance to win free merch. I have that on the website. I don't know. I haven't. That's probably that's from them. So I don't. I don't know. I mean, it should say X, but that's not an edit I can make. That's an edit from their side. So, but yeah, it probably should say X. I know a lot of places still haven't. A lot of companies still haven't transitioned from Twitter to X. But you can definitely tag yourself and get a chance to win. Yeah, that's from them. I don't on the website it says X, but on the from their end it probably still says Twitter, which is all good. which is all good. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Sammy J, you're awesome. You are awesome. Definitely, definitely appreciate that. And I just replied. I just replied. I know I there you go. As long as you know that. As long as you know that. I will keep telling you in case you forget, but I have a feeling you won't because I'll continue to tell you. So, but yeah. Well, if we don't have anything else, we don't have much else to talk about. We can go ahead and get into the wrap up portion. We can get up out of here a little early. I mean, I guess it's a little early. We've been here for an hour 15. That's longer than most of my midday streams. So and I can go get some food because I have yet to eat. It's almost 9 o'clock and I haven't eaten. So I need to do that at some point in time soon. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Let's get up out of here. We'll be back tomorrow night. We will have our Grove Live weekly space. And then we'll be back here Thursday. And Friday, I think we may do something Friday. I'm gonna talk to my cousin. We may have a special game. We may have my cousin on here and join me Friday night and see what happens. Just kind of talk about crypto. He's actually like he's the one who got me into YouTube. He had a YouTube channel before I did, and I stuck with it. So we'll know. Who knows? We may get him on there. I may hit up Cuff. I know Cuff has been kind of under the weather and had a house kind of under the weather. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. We actually played phone tag yesterday, so I actually need to call him as well. So let's get up out of here. Let's wrap it up. Let's end the stream. Let's get up out of here. I'm gonna leave that 10% code, that 10% just crypto discount. We'll leave that up there for just a little while longer after the stream ends. So if you still want to get in and get a chance to get you some merch, you can. So use that just crypto code. You got a little while longer. You got a little while longer. Who knows? We may bring it back. We may bring it back. We might. You never know. But we are going to jump up out of here. We're going to wrap it up. Y'all are the best. I definitely appreciate you. Everybody from Crypto Clip, Shane, brother, happy birthday. I definitely appreciate you and all the things that you've done for me. Man, I definitely would not have cool intros uh, at all if it wasn't for you, brother. So definitely appreciate you. But y'all are the best. Y'all show up, show love, and show support every time I'm here, and I love y'all for it. And we're gonna wrap it up and get up out of here. So I hope y'all have a great night. Yeah, y'all are the best. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all really are the best. And if I don't see you before Christmas, I love y'all. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever religion you are, whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope you have an amazing one because you deserve it. And man, we're coming close to the end of 2023, which is mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. But we're gonna get up out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow night on over on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it nowadays, for our Grove Live Weekly. We'll have way more in-depth breakdown of the Grove and all of the things Grove and everything Grove and what's going on with Grove and new listings on Grove and everything, thing, especially that wallet that's coming on December 18th. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger. Which is why we've seen a nice little price action on that as well. Just saying. So, but we're gonna get up out of here. Two things in this world that you can control at all times: attitude and effort. Stay positive. Give 110% in everything you do. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. I'm out of here. I'm just a man. Peace.